nobody, like literally down here, nobody goes to the beach in the summer. But
Really?
now, because the beach is closed, they all want to be there.
I thought they opened back.
They just did. They did today.
Yeah.
Oh, but they closed it today.
No, they reopened it today.
They reopened it. Oh.
And the beach was on my route, and there was a line. Just pain in the ass.
Yeah. Sorry, Florida. That's
well, California's beach is open today too.
Shoot, they still that stay at home.
Well, they replaced both oceans with just bleach, so everyone's getting cleaned out. It's cool.
Hot damn, it's another episode of World 1-1 Podcast. We're back where we belong in our houses, the same place you belong. Stay the fuck home. There's your PSA announcement. I've done a public good. Pay me.
Just
you tell the enthusiasm was right there. Oh, hell. The energy is just drained from my body. I wonder how low energy I can get away with for this whole thing. We're going to try and suppress it down to like just above a flat line. So I think that's what's happening here tonight. You can and should find us at our home at world11.podbean.com, all spelled out, all one word. Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and maybe Podknife. Yeah, that's all of them. Let's see here. Yeah, that's all of them. Pretty sure. Maybe. There might be lingering shit I've forgotten, but I don't think I care. Yeah, exactly.
Choose your fighter!
As always, I am your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. Joining me this evening is Eddie the Black Ghost.
People do not like leakers and cheaters.
Oh, God. Michael hates everything.
Yeah, I do.
Josh survived the Rona.
Yep, hello.
And I thought Kathy was going to be here.
I thought so too. She said something about Mondays. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm disappointed. I have a thing for her. So I acquired stuff for Kathy. So, but that's right. We'll talk about acquiring stuff in a bit because I have acquired stuffs. So, yeah. First half, ready, go.
Oh my gosh!
Video games.
Eddie, the fuck.
Oh, your enthusiasm does it for me.
I love the fact that every time I come back on the show that I have to start. So
it's because you're never here.
No, because I'm doing other stuff. I actually had a big recording for Optional last Monday. Ooh, that 2-hour discussion was really good. But so what I've been playing on Switch.
Eddie's a whore. He'll open his podcast legs for anybody but us.
You guys are welcome to come on, but you guys,
we're old hats.
Well, you're still supposed to come on to do the part 2 about the Super Metroid.
Yeah, you've never gotten a hold of me about this shit to coordinate.
Because you was busy. We would set a date, and we would find time to do it.
Look what I found.
Ooh, is that the dark navy blue DS?
Yeah, it's
that
metallic
blue
DS
one?
light. Yeah.
Okay,
You know what? It's even still got the little Game Boy cover.
That's what I was
Yes.
just gonna ask.
Ah.
I actually want to hunt one of those down because like I have a DSi, the DSi, and so I ended up hawking my the DS Lite that I had, not thinking about the concept that there goes my Game Boy player.
Right.
Dude, it was so crazy putting that thing on the GameCube. That made me buy more GBA games like crazy.
I know. I need the disc.
Yeah,
I got my player. I need the disc.
I gotta find the disc too.
Everybody needs the disc. I don't know why people broke those damn things up.
I don't understand it, but it
Because they didn't
infuriates.
realize, I think, that they needed the boot disc.
Mm.
I just recently bought Rock and Roll Racing on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I hooked the thing up just to test the game. Like, I found out my controllers don't work for shit, but the game worked great.
Well, so Switch, I'm doing Breath of the Wild. Been playing more of that, getting further into that game, doing shrines. Still finding stuff that I didn't even see in the Wii U section. Like, I'm in areas that I'm like, why did I never get to this area? Just like really cool stuff is happening in that game. I'm just like, wow, I got to get this ready for Breath of the Wild 2 because man, Breath of the Wild is just still like, I think a top #1 game for me of all time. Like, nothing has been able to knock it down. It's so weird. Brought Trials of Mana, but haven't started yet because of Breath of the Wild. Played the Puzzle Quest demo on there. Really good. I'm having a good time with that one. Might end up picking that up. For PlayStation, I actually picked up the a GTA trilogy because I'm going to be going through Grand Theft Auto 3 and doing a retrospect of that game, just like from music to gameplay into like if that game still stands, the test of time. Like, is it still a great game, or what was it about it that made people go crazy over this game? So gonna be doing that on PlayStation 4. I picked up also Danganronpa 1 and 2 for PlayStation
Oh, you did?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the big in Japan sale. I got it for $20. And
Nice.
I know everybody's been talking about this series,
I know.
and I want to play it, so I ended up picking it up there. And I know in May I need to start The Last of Us because of what news got announced about The Last of Us 2, which is going to be crazy. That and Ghost of Tsushima, $120. Oof. and trying to get through that after Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which I'll talk a little bit more of. Because I brought the collector's edition of that.
Oh, yeah, so did I.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it from Target, so they're going to send it to me. I'm like, I'm getting this in the mail, cause
Yeah, I did. I pre-ordered it through Amazon, but let's hope it gets here.
well, when did the pre-orders go up live for that? Because
It was only up for a little while, like 30 minutes, and they were sold out.
Did they do it? Cause
It was last week sometime. A friend sent me a link saying, hey, they're up for pre-order, and I went on there and I pre-ordered it, and then I went on there again later in the day and it was not available anymore.
okay, because like there was no kind of announcement that the pre-orders.
No,
okay.
at all, none at all.
Okay, so maybe because nobody knew Target would have it, and it came up. Because mine was like $80.
Yeah,
Same price. Yeah,
same price.
yeah. Mine's got I got free shipping on it. I just have to pay the tax and the price of the game.
Yeah. Not a bad
Also,
deal.
yeah, I hopefully limited run since my copy of Streets of Rage 4. Hopefully, I get that Thursday. That's that I'm waiting for on Switch.
You got something from Limited Run? We're still
Wow.
waiting on what, Larry? Blasphemous?
I'm waiting on a bunch. I'm
Yeah,
still
me
waiting
too.
on Blasphemous, Darkest Devotion, which is also holding up my copy of Blossom Tales. Let's see. I'm now also waiting on Real Mist. Ooh, nice.
Oh, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Now, if you've got the bongos, have to do the right thing and get Jungle Beat, because Jungle Beat was the best.
Ooh,
Jungle Beat was
it
the
was. It was.
Complete in box bongos.
Yeah, I love me some Jungle Beat.
That game was hard to find though. Like it was once it was sold out, you had to like you may have to up some money to get a copy.
Right. But yeah, what else are we waiting on? Sexy Brutal.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I didn't order it. I think I passed on it.
I definitely did. I slid in right there at the last 1% mark on the inventory on the collector's edition.
I know why I couldn't get it, because I had to work that day. And it was so that's why I skipped it. But I'm like, I'll pick it up when I can.
I discovered apparently my copy of Gris is getting like insanely expensive.
They are expensive.
Like, what the fuck?
People are realizing how good of a game that is.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like
people,
the one that I have sealed is like $250.
Yeah, I know.
It's
eBay?
not even it's not even like the big edition. It was just the game with a little bit of artwork in a pretty slip box. Like, just this little guy. Just that. The only
really?
difference between that, yeah. I saw a sealed one for like $250.
Is that a variant or what?
I don't know. It was from was it Super Rare?
Yeah.
Super Rare.
Yes. It
It was from Super Rare.
Does it have the cartridge in it, or is it a download code? Oh,
Yeah,
it's on
cartridge.
Cartridge, definitely. Always. We don't play that kind of shit in this house.
Well,
You know better.
last but not least, let me get the Xbox real quick. Playing Gears 5 on easy to get the collectibles, and been playing it with my friend for co-op.
Yeah, it's a good game
Playing
co-op.
Ori 2, getting a little further than that. I've been in a driving kick, so I've been playing Forza Horizon 4, just like really having fun on that.
Solid
And
choice.
last but not least, started up Ages of Mayhem, and really like having fun with that, like doing collectibles and getting the story and stuff. It's not a bad game. I'm like, it's one of those like I'll sit down and play and just play it. Last but not least, I did pick up Pillars of Eternity for Xbox One. I think it was on sale for like $20, 14 or $20. And I'm just like, I heard a lot of good things of this game, so I'll pick it up and give it a chance. So, but that's pretty much what I've been playing, getting down to.
How do you juggle playing stuff on every system you own?
Well, I don't have to be at work until like way in the afternoon.
So you work a 40-hour shift?
Yeah.
Wow. Like
40-hour shift. Yep.
serious.
And I get 2 days off, and
I would just like to say you just gave Eddie credit for working a 40-hour shift.
hey,
So, I've actually done a 36-hour shift, so
a lot of people are. It feels like a lot of people who were part-time now became full-time.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Happens.
But yeah, I juggle systems with different systems on my off days, and since I don't have to be there until late, I go cut the game on and play.
This is also why he hasn't finished Breath of the Wild.
yeah. Well, like how much time do you devote to each system? Like, do you only do like I'm gonna do half an hour here, half an hour there? Because like, listen, I don't know. I just don't know how you guys do that.
If I'm working on one game and I'm off, I'll dedicate half of that day to that game to make progress. If I'm going to work, I would dedicate about maybe from 10 to 2. So probably about 4 hours on one game, unless I feel like switching it up. But I try to make progress throughout the day, unless I got to do, record a podcast or do some other kind of work. Pretty much that's how I do it. And if it's a game that I'm going to finish and like really dedicate my time to, I'll probably do maybe a week and a half to it, making progress. But in case if I die in that game or something happens and I got to work early, I try to give it like a week and a half to beat that game. But I pretty much play different stuff throughout the week. on different systems each day. So,
How often do you actually put down a game because you gotta go to work, come back, and then pick up the same game?
I might do that 4 nights out of the week, depending on like how tired I am after work. Because if I've been at work longer than I was expected to, I'll literally come home, put my Switch in my dock, probably cut on YouTube, and then fall asleep.
Yeah, I know. I swear, I'm convinced you watch YouTube on your Switch more than you do anything else on it.
You can watch YouTube on your Switch?
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that.
And Hulu.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, all
Netflix though.
yeah, all my
Why not Netflix?
I don't know.
I don't know. All my systems. Well, my Xbox doesn't have Netflix, but it has YouTube, Hulu, because I put it on there. My PlayStation has all 3 on there, and then my Switch has Hulu and YouTube. So in case if I like walk around the house and stuff, I'll watch either one of those. Or if I'm cooking a pizza, I'll throw it like on Hulu and watch that the Canada show. Can I think of it?
Letterkenny.
Letterkenny. Yeah, we watch
What
it
was
so
that one show? Who had a cartoon that was really good? The Awesomes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's the only Hulu exclusive I ever knew of. So
yeah, Hulu got a lot of good exclusives.
Difficult People's really good. Future Man was fun.
Future Man, I didn't know that was Hulu. I downloaded it.
Was Difficult People a comedy? Is that a comedy?
It is funnier and shit. Eddie, you will love Difficult People. You need to
I've been
watch that.
hearing. That's with the guy and the girl.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about because they shady as ever to everybody. Yeah, I see some episodes that are just like, you shady hoes, and I love all of it. Like the writing is so clever in that.
Larry, can the episode be called "You Shady Hose"?
Done. I'm in. Episode 170 something or other. You shady hoes.
You'd be like, what the world? Yeah, but
Michael, you would love it too because by the end of every episode, they never manage to accomplish anything, and they always get everything thrown back in their face for being assholes.
And what is this show called?
Difficult People.
Kind of like, isn't that kind
Karma
of like It's
delivered
Always Sunny?
every week. Kinda.
Billy Eiser and I forgot the female name, but yeah, it's their show that they're like, I guess, friends, and they have it up to here and just go off on people.
Nathan
And
Lane
rightly
was
so.
on an episode.
Who?
Nathan Lane was on an episode of that.
Ooh.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything from him in forever.
Right.
He does a lot of plays
Theater.
and stuff like that. Theater, yeah.
Well, you know, he made it big with Springtime for Hitler.
Wow.
You know, I actually didn't really care for that one that much.
Really?
Yeah, it had funny moments, but like Mel Brooks has done better.
Oh, I loved that. I loved Producers.
I hate Matthew Broderick. Like, I have an irrational hatred of Matthew Broderick.
I'd ask why, but you already said it's irrational. I will never get it.
There's a handful of actors that I just can't stand for, unknown. Like I hate Angelina Jolie. I don't know why. She's a great actress. I can't stand her. Tom Cruise, same thing. The only movie I've ever liked Tom Cruise in was Legend.
Well, the
He's
reason
good.
Tom Cruise is such a great actor is that they never tell him that he's reading a script for a movie. He just assumes it's all reality.
Mhm. Wow.
He gets all his power from
It's
the gap in his teeth.
That's what happened during War of the Worlds.
That's why Mission Impossible worked so well.
So, sorry to derail everybody.
Don't be. That was fantastic.
Next. Michael, what have you been playing?
The new Final Fantasy. remake, which, like Larry said earlier, we'll get into this again. I feel like I was sold it on a lie. Like, I've never finished the original Final Fantasy VII. I would, for some reason, I would always play to the point where you leave the main city, Midgar, and for one reason or another, I would get sidetracked and just never pick it back up. It's happened 2 or 3 times. I've never finished it.
I've never gotten more than an hour into the original.
Yeah, so like you don't really like role-playing games that much either.
No, I don't. There was only one that I really ever got big into, and it was like the same era. So I got into that one when Final Fantasy VII was happening.
What was that, Dragoon?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Legend of Dragoon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should try the Legaia games. Those are pretty good. Anyway, so as I said, I've been playing that, and I bought it specifically because this was my thought. Like, there's going to be mild spoilers here, because there's no way I can... Like, it's already been out for a while. You should know this. The story deviates from the original, and it does it in a really cool way. It is not a direct remake like I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Which they said that a lot of the stuff...
It's a reimagining.
Yeah, it's, well, like... There are certain characters that are aware of the original version of the story, and because they are aware of it, they are trying to fight against it. Like, there is an entity, there's a group of entities in the game that are trying to reestablish the timeline the way it's supposed to be, which is the 1997 video game version.
Interesting.
And this, as I said, deviates from it. By the end of this game, it is specifically set up to where you have no idea what's next, and
That's kind of cool.
That's pretty fucking cool to me.
Yeah.
Well, is it... Because this is supposed to be somewhat like the first disc,
Yes.
but redone. And I think on the first disc, is you leaving Midgard, and I think you had just did the fight.
The big fight at the end of Midgard.
Yeah, I think you're like in that in the building,
the open
Yeah.
building area.
Yeah, because I think you're like are you on the rooftop or something?
Yeah,
It's
you're on the
it's been a
top
long
plate.
time.
Yeah, you're on the top plate originally.
And is there like a helicopter that you're supposed to fly? I thought
Kind of,
that-
yeah. Stuff like
think-
that.
I think that's where I'm assuming the game ends for the remake, because it's kind of that. After you do that on the original one, that's when you get more to the world to start exploring.
Eddie, I'm going to need you to explain to me how you fight a helicopter with a sword.
Barrett has a gun.
How do you suplex a
Magic?
train? A
What
ghost
was that?
train. How do
Magic
you
and
suplex a
spite?
ghost train while running?
That's true.
It's
Ghost
Final
train.
Fantasy, and unless you play Final Fantasy 3/Final Fantasy 6 for Super Nintendo, you will be like, "What in the world is going on?"
Wasn't Final Fantasy VI the one where you have the character that can literally suplex a train?
That's the one. That's the
Yes.
ghost train.
Yeah.
Like-
You do not fight a ghost train in this one.
Like you are
Well,
running.
now I'm
through
100% less interested.
You do
are-
fight the Hell House, though. They actually turned that into a boss. And I thought that was actually really well done.
hills.
I said, there are like certain aspects of it that were really well done, but like the new combat system, I went into it honestly expecting Final Fantasy a la Devil May Cry, and that is not what this is. It still plays like a Final Fantasy game. It still feels like a Final Fantasy game. Like the combat is not as deep as I wanted it to be, I guess.
Simple Kingdom Hearts.
Kinda? No, because even Kingdom Hearts was more action oriented, whereas this one, it's almost more tactical.
Yeah.
You have to,
Switch
resource
different
management.
characters.
That's another thing. On the hard mode, I was bitching about the hard mode earlier. You can't use items on the hard mode at all. Like, I'm not during combat, not after combat. You just can't use items. So I don't even know why it's still giving them to me. Fuck
This
the
is
hard.
really weird.
That's
It
weird.
is.
No,
It is.
specifically your window, Michael, says mute, but I can hear you.
Magic.
Say that.
Witchcraft.
Oh, I want to click it and see what it does.
Do it, Doug.
It does nothing.
It's because it's not there.
Apparently.
I don't see it on my screen, so.
Yeah, it's just hanging there on mine. Literally right over your mouth, which is even better.
Wow.
I understand. I get that a lot.
Wow.
But yeah, like as I said, it is a great game, and I'm really excited to see what's next. But it's not what I bought it for. And I'm not saying that's necessarily bad.
Right.
It's just, honestly, I would have been much more excited about it if it had played like a Devil May Cry game. Mainly because I don't have the patience for role-playing games like this anymore.
You don't have the time either. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Never did.
It's the time. It's not the patience. It's the time.
Well, like, because there's very few role-playing games like this that had the menu-based combat that I was okay with. Like, as I said, I did it with Legaia because that was a unique enough combat system that, like, I was actually fascinated with it. Plus, the story to those were really good.
And that's why I was okay with Dragoon. It was that, like, rhythm-based active
Yeah.
type thing.
Well, Legaia does this whole thing where when you get into combat, instead of having your standard attack, if you hit attack, then it gives you, basically you have left arm, right arm, high kick, low kick. And you put in combos, and it turns into a chain. And it was actually really interesting the way it was done.
Whatever could fit in the bar that was given to you.
Yes. And as you leveled up, the bar got longer.
Longer, yeah.
But yeah, as I said, it was a great fucking game. Both of them were. I really wish they'd do another one.
You know what? I never got to play two. I didn't get to finish one, and I don't know why. I think I got stuck at one part and I couldn't pass it.
Fucking berserker that poisoned you.
It may have been.
There was this one enemy that used to drive. It was the hardest fucking enemy in the game for me. It was called the Berserker. It was this plant monster that one of his attacks was a breath weapon that would literally rot limbs, so you couldn't use them. So your combos would be pretty much defunct at that point. And yeah, that guy would whip my ass sideways every time. But anyway, Final Fantasy VII is good, but as I said, it's not what I wanted. It's not what I expected it to be. I'm pissed off that I have to wait for the next installment. Well, not even pissed off, just I wish I didn't have to wait for the next installment.
Fair.
You don't have to wait for the next installment. It doesn't matter. You'll be dead before it comes out.
That's not true.
We all might.
Spite lives forever, so...
Yeah, but you're not Spite. You're its sad cousin, Despair.
Oh,
I wonder.
I can't argue with that.
But I wonder how much they're gonna put in the second one before they get to the last.
I don't know.
What point are you gonna stop it? Because I'm like, do you get to the golden saucer and that's the end point, and then you go from there? Because I'm like, are they doing the game in 3 parts or 6?
They haven't know yet. They haven't said.
Okay.
They don't know.
That is one
All I
thing.
know
What's
is
his name?
that
It's got to be 3. If they're doing it in equal parts, it's going to be like 3.
Well, that's the thing, like...
But they don't know.
At the point they're at, where this story ends, the rest of the original story is pretty much non-existent.
It's true. Yeah.
Like, they can go anywhere from here, so long as it's within the same world at this point.
right.
and
And that's what they're
almost-
doing. Yeah.
It almost has a vague hint that they may end up trying to do an aligned universe
Mhm.
and seeing what else they could put in there. Like, because I said, the main director right now is also the guy that did the Kingdom Hearts stuff. So, and he's well known for literally you play a game and go, that was awesome. What the fuck just happened? You know?
Well, I think right now there's 3 RPGs besides Bravely Default 2 because that's still in development. I think it's Final Fantasy 14, whatever new DLC they got, and then whatever's next for Final Fantasy 7 Remake. That should be the only 3 RPG Square Enix has going for it. Because, dang, what was the one? Oh, half of the E3 stuff is already out or coming out.
I don't know. Either way, like, I know we're going to be at least probably waiting at least 2 years at this point for the new one, because obviously there's no announcement for it or anything like that. And I'd rather have a good game, but I'm worried that it's going to be one of those, hey, here's the remaster of Final Fantasy VII Remake, because guess what? It's on the next generation consoles.
Oh, that's suspected.
Oh, it's going to be.
Yeah.
I suspected that.
It's going to be. It's going to span 2 console generations minimum.
Yeah.
Get excited. Square Enix is going to buy out Valve and Steam and take over and stop making games, and you're just going to be waiting, just like Half-Life 3.
They'll give you 2 parts and just wait.
Uh-huh. By the way, I'm sure I'm going to be heartbroken by the answer, but please, somebody please tell me that at the ending, it just said, please insert disc 2.
No.
God damn it.
No.
That
As I
breaks
said,
my heart.
the
That would be
ending
good. That would actually be epic.
that would be
It
fucking
would.
phenomenal. But and if they'd have done that, the steel case should have had slots for discs 2 and 3.
Would have been
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Actually.
What they're going to do is they're going to say...
Well,
special
that
edition
actually
at the end.
depends if you actually got yours.
Oh, I got mine.
Because some people didn't get theirs physical sent to them. So
No, mine was I picked mine up the day of. So
then you're a lucky one.
yeah.
I actually had to shout out to Best Buy on that one. I
You
had
said
a
it's like an
call.
hour drive for you.
Yeah, it was an hour one-way drive.
Ugh, gross.
Because they had taken it from the one that was close to my house, and they said, oh, it's not here anymore, it's over here. And then I'm on mandatory quarantine. So I was like, I can't leave my house. They're like, oh no, we're open. We'll bring it out to you. I go, you don't understand. I can't leave my house. And they're like, oh. I'm like, yeah. So how are you gonna, can you send this to me? I'll pay for it. And they're like, yeah, we'll just send it out. 3 days later, they actually sent it out, but I got it. So I didn't really care.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, like one of my favorite things is Red 13 actually does make an appearance. He is not a playable character in this though.
Yeah, which
But
is funny because
it makes sense the way it's all done. You find him so late in the game that it would have sucked to have to level up a new character at that point.
Well, but it felt like with Red 13's story, it didn't make sense in the beginning of the game. Is what I'm saying.
I don't remember.
In the original, it didn't make sense because like when you actually get to Red 13, his area, his story, you'd be like, okay, now I see where all of this originated. Like you have no idea that Red 13 was even in the game.
Yeah.
And stuff.
But like as I said, I really enjoyed the voice actor for him was phenomenal. Like his as a character, I like the character a lot. They fleshed out pretty much everybody. Even like the side characters, the background characters. Mm-hmm. The one thing that really does drive me nuts though is when you're wandering around town, all the random bystanders will just chatter. And there are times where you're trying to listen to a story part and the chatter in the background is overtaking what your main characters are saying.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's minor technicalities, but as I said, overall, I was happy with it. Like, I'm okay with what I paid for it, and I'm looking forward to the next installment.
No, you're looking forward to paying for the next installment.
So, plus the cross-dressing scene was fucking phenomenal.
I'll go for it.
Yeah. It's, as I said, it was, like, as I said, some of the shit they did, like, it was a lot of fun. It was good. I also actually like how the what are they called? They're like special attacks in in combat. I like how all that stuff works.
What, your limit breaks, was it
Not,
called?
not your limit breaks. They're like
Summons
Yeah,
or
no. You have your standard. I hate the way summons work. You have your standard, your normal attack, which is just I think the X button or whatever, or the square button.
Yeah, square.
They have a triangle attack that with each character that's like does something slightly different. Like for instance, Barrett, it's a cannonball.
the special attack they have or whatever.
Kinda like with Cloud, it changes his stance.
Right.
And that was cool. And then you have your menu based attacks, such as Braver and like focused attack, and those are actually based on your weapon, but every time you use it, you gain proficiency in it. Once you're
So you
100%,
level up your weapon.
kinda like
Yeah.
once you 100% proficient with it with an attack, you can use it with any weapon.
Oh, kind of like the materia system, or
Sorta, but like, and each weapon, you level up, and basically there's a sphere grid for pretty much every weapon, and
oh, that's cool.
it's cool. So like as I said, it kind of affects your play style, and I actually
Yeah.
really like that concept.
Yeah.
Each character I think
assuming-
has a total of 6 weapons that you can choose from, so long as you
Oh.
find them all.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
it's,
assuming
it's-
that's a achievement. I mean, a trophy.
I don't think so actually.
You want to platinum this game, you got to play it twice.
At least.
Yep.
Actually, like, because there's I think stage 9 actually has a whole bunch of different choices you make that affect the outcome of certain things. And you have to, one of the achievements I know for a fact is you have to go through all of that. And again, I don't care.
No.
Like, I'm not really an achievement hunter in the first place. It gets too frustrating and tedious.
Did they add new game plus to it, or? is
Yeah,
that what
actually.
Oh, they did.
It's once you've beaten it, you can basically you get a access to a chapter select. So you can kind of go back through and collect everything you missed, and
That's not
like I've literally started over at the beginning of the game on hard mode because as I said I was gonna go through hard mode, but after going through the first 2 stages, I'm like, nope, don't give a shit.
Ugh.
It's just, as I said, like, it's because your attacks do practically no fucking damage. Meanwhile, the enemy looks at you funny, and you just took 600 damage. I don't know. Honestly, I think that's all I've been playing, though.
I say that's fairly substantial.
Yeah.
LeGrew, what have you gotten sick of playing?
So I didn't really get to play too much, believe it or not, because I was actually sick. So
Mm-hmm.
I did finish Control though. I started and finished Control, which I really enjoyed. I actually enjoyed it so much. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play the DLC, right? It's out, but I'm playing on Xbox, and that doesn't come out till the end of June for Xbox. But it's
Is
out
that-
for play. It's out for Control, the game Control.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming out on. It's on PS4 now though. So I was like, why did I have to buy this for my Xbox? But I'm glad I did because it really ran well. I did have some slowdowns on it, and I know Eddie and I talked about that before. But I had some slowdowns on it at the end of the game when there was so much going on screen.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't have too much. So I really enjoyed. I actually, I think this is one of the best games I've played in the last 5 years. I really like the story. I love the story. I love the game. I just want more of the
High
game.
praise.
I want more of the game. So it's not the best game I played in the last 5 years, but it's near the top for me.
It's like I said, it has a great story. Game
I
looks
love
great.
how
Love
it-
the lighting.
I love
Oh.
how it ended. I love how the story ended. I loved how it ended the first time. It's kind of like not really a spoiler, but there's there's 2 endings to the game.
Mm.
And I was glad that they did it that way. The way they did it is, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it was really well done because you've seen stuff like that before that's not well fleshed out. I also really enjoy that they had an idea for this game and they stuck to it, and they pulled in It's the same world as Alan Wake. And if you go through all the collectibles and read all the collectibles, I read every one. It's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah,
There's a lot of reading.
There's a lot there. I'm still collecting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I have every achievement for it except for one, which is because it's 100 ability points. I'm 1 point short.
Did you beat the jukebox?
Yep. But here's the thing: I have 1 point short for ability points because there's one secret. I know where it is. I just have to find it. I think I know where it is, and if I get it, then I'll get that. But because what really kind of gets me angry is the achievements for I'm not really achievement whore, but I am on this game because it was easy. It was a very good achievement list. It was attainable, but you had to work. And it didn't take away from the experience of the game. It also made it so I didn't have to play the game 2 or 3 times to get them all.
How many times did you have to fight the flower?
The flower, or you mean Mold 1 or whatever?
Yeah. That
Damn,
flower.
I fought that thing a lot because
I'm still fighting that thing.
that thing got me. Okay, so there is a way to do that really easily, but it takes a little bit of luck too.
Yeah.
If you like stand behind you can stand behind one of the pillars and kind of just poke out and throw stuff and shoot. The problem is you have to move, and it's weird because if you look up, like if you get really stuck on a spot in that game and you look it up on YouTube or something, they'll do it. Like a YouTube video will show it, and then you try it, you can't do it that way.
Yeah.
AI changes a lot, so it changes a lot.
Yeah, it does. Because I get the arms off, and then it feels like I got like maybe 6 or 7 more hits if I throw something at it, and I'll be done. But every time I get it to that 1/3 left of his energy, the camera starts acting up. He starts poisoning the ground, and it's just like I can't get up and float and dodge because when I try and do that, he'll still get me. And it's just like, this sucks. And
this isn't your last thing. So are you just like cleaning up some of the side missions and stuff like
that? Yeah. I have the side missions to do. I was trying to do Mode 1 before I beat the game because I was going to do some extra stuff before I beat it.
And it's doable.
It's doable, but I was just like, this is taking too long.
It takes a little bit of luck too. I think I played Mold 1. I mean, I think I played that probably 15 or 20 times because I had to get to the point where it was doing what I needed it to do. There is a little bit of luck involved in it too. And I wasn't strong enough when I got to that point, and I'm like, I'm not going to come back. So if I don't do it now, I'm not going to get it done. So that was that. But playing a little bit of Ori, I started a little more of Ori, and I'm really enjoying that, actually. I'm not hooking me as much as the first Ori, and I don't know why. And I don't know if it's the combat or if it's just... I think the combat's good, but it just seems like there's just way too much stuff to do.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's kind of felt that. Like,
with the side quests?
Not even the side quests, but even the like shards and the ore and all this. Like, I'm just starting. Oh, I just got done with the mill part, so the water's clear again, so I can swim and stuff. But I just feel there's just something about it. I'm not like 100% like really hooked on it yet.
It feels like there's too much exposition between you and the game. It's too talky.
Kinda, yeah. There's just something I just can't put my finger on yet. But I enjoy the game. It's beautiful. It's a visual masterpiece. I did get I have been getting some slowdowns in it. Now that, and I think it just has to do when there's so much action on screen. It's amazing the amount of particle effects and stuff in this game.
Yeah, so like I said, I've been having the wonky sound, the wonky audio.
Yeah, I don't have that
stuff. It's very weird.
Yeah, I don't have that, but I had some slowdowns last night, especially escaping the mill, in the wellspring or whatever. So I got that, and I
don't see myself ever 100%ing this.
I'm not gonna 100%.
You know what? Actually, though, the 100%ing it was a lot easier than you think. Like, because eventually it gets to the point to where like the final cleanup did not take me very long at all.
But then you have to play the whole game without dying.
Okay,
That's like,
yeah, that's that. I'm not doing that shit.
yeah, and that's
I'm talking just 100%ing as in going and picking up everything.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I actually have a friend who got the 1,000 achievement points of this game, and I was just like, how the heck? Like, he
The
loves
first
the
one
game
was the
so
same way.
much.
They had a no dying achievement. When
Yeah,
I
the
see
one
those,
life
when I
bar.
see those achievements, I go right out. I go, nope.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the control, sometimes the
Yeah.
area when you're doing the chase sequence and it's so long, sometimes you can't see where you need to go.
Right.
And it's just like you want to do it straight and you want to do it straight through, but I'm like, it gets annoying when if you get hit and you get killed, you got to do the whole thing over again.
Right.
I do appreciate in this new Ori, I appreciate the checkpoint system
Mm-hmm.
that they have and the save system, and I like the warp system.
I like the
Well,
warp
the warp
system.
system was there in the first one.
Was it?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
this
God, I'd never used it.
No.
You can warp anywhere. You can warp from anywhere now.
Yes.
Whereas the first one, you couldn't do that.
Okay, so I didn't even know there was one in the first one. That's
Yeah,
how-
the first one you could warp from Wellspring to Wellspring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But now you can literally, doesn't matter where you are, you can warp to any Wellspring from anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, and that actually saved me once. I got stuck in a spot.
I think
Yeah.
I missed that fact somehow.
Yeah, I found it out accidentally.
It says it in the when you first open up warp.
Yeah.
It says warp from anywhere on the map to
Oh,
the
Wellspring.
Wellsprings.
Okay. Yeah.
But no, that's what I'm playing right now. I mean, I haven't
Okay.
really. I've got a ton lined up to play, but just like everything, like just life is getting in the way.
Ain't that the truth? All right, so I have played some stuff. I know Michael's been dying to hear about it. This conversation between us for weeks. I have actually played maybe 45 minutes to an hour of Squiggly Line Water Game.
Oh, you have? Okay.
I have, and unless something changes drastically, and I will play more, but let me tell you, unless something changes drastically and like really picks up, that game is honestly that's a hard pass.
I don't, remind me, what was Squiggly Line Water Game again?
That was that one you liked on Switch. That was the
The Capcom one.
The underwater one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. So right off the bat, first off, visually the game is very muted. It's a very washed out kind of color palette, and that just sits well, or that just doesn't sit well with me. It just kind of grates my gears a bit. Beyond that, it is really, really slow. I mean, this game definitely goes out of its way to point out to you that you are underwater. It makes you feel underwater. Remember every Metroid game ever before you got the gravity suit? It's that plus a few.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the default. And I'm just I'm not about that life. On top of that, when it's explaining stuff and you pick a thing up, it's you got this thing, but instead of telling you what it's fucking called, it just shows you this stupid symbol for that thing. It's use the symbol to power the symbol with symbol power. And it's yeah, it's Prince wrote this game.
Wow.
I'm just not okay with this. Because of that, part of this game just refuses to click in my brain, and that pisses me off. So I'm I don't know what to do with this. I'm finding I've found one or two of these little things that you walk by, and you know, some of them I get. It's like, okay, you know, walk by it and push the button to interact with it and make it like open a door or do a thing. Except there's one where you walk by it and the prompt it gives you to tell you what you're gonna do when you interact with it.
Yes.
It just says pray, and you hit this thing with a metal object, and it's just like this bung sound wave visual thing going out, but then it does nothing. I'm like, the fuck did I do? What the hell is this? I don't get it. Nothing here makes any fucking sense. There's zero explanation. It's slow as shit. It's like trying to walk in mud. Just like, fuck this.
And yet it's still on your Switch, or did you delete it?
No,
He paid too much money for it.
I don't delete anything. Yeah, don't get squiggly line water game. Like, if you're really compelled, go watch a playthrough, but you'll fall asleep.
Wow.
You won't understand any of it.
It's perfect, Eddie, for you to watch while you're when you get home when you're tired.
Right. You can totally put it on YouTube on your Switch, so it's kind of like playing it on your Switch, but not.
That's disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I think I'd like this game. I don't know why.
You might.
I'm that boring person that likes that stuff.
But I just, that game just took the piss for me. Now, I will say, I did spend some time playing some video games I do like. Like, I finally got to play some more Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This makes me happy, except fuck the bubble puzzles in the Luma pools.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
No, dude, I was getting real pissed off at that. Michael saw it the other night. I was getting really pissed. I was not a happy clam.
Well, it took us a total of, 20 minutes for you to remember, oh yeah, we can dash in midair.
Wow.
Fuck you, I haven't played it in a month. So,
I had to boot mine up to remember how to do it, so...
Yeah, see? So don't start with me, Eddie.
I told you that story with me where I didn't realize the projectiles, you could actually break stuff with them.
Right.
So I actually was like farting around on the map for 2 friggin' hours trying to figure out where to go. And I said, you know what, screw this. I'm going to look at somebody else has got to have this problem. So I said, I'm going to look at a walkthrough. And they're like, oh, and then you can use the projectile to break. I'm like, oh, son of a... I forgot totally about that from the first game for some reason.
Good old bash.
And they don't tell you that again with the bash. I don't think they tell you that, do they?
Yeah.
Not that I remember.
See, that's one of those things that just right over my head. I was like... And I felt so like an idiot after I was like, are you kidding me? So then I started going back to the map to every place I could do it.
But yeah, what else? I started up a fresh game of Super Metroid, and I played that for about an hour. I played through Kraid and Crocomire, and that's always fun.
I literally just beat that Friday. Playing it.
No, it's always fun to go back to. Realize it's really been a while since I've played Super. Like, it didn't occur to me that it had been that long, but yeah. So,
when you haven't fought Ridley, haven't you?
Not this playthrough yet, no.
Is it me, or does he really take long to defeat? Like,
no, he doesn't.
Because
when it's like 4 or 5 super missiles, well-timed super missiles.
You know what?
Down.
I had 20 super missiles. I used all of them, and he still wasn't dead.
And then you apparently weren't hitting him.
I was hitting him. I literally was hitting him. Because I switched. I started off with my super missiles, and ended up using my original missiles after I got done with my supers. Like, I was like angling, jumping up, making sure I was hitting that dude. Like, I was putting the work in, and just luckily, after I used my last missile, it hit him and killed him. And I'm just like, why does this feel? And I did it in one try. I'm like, why does this feel so long? Because I know he's supposed to change color, and it's just like,
there were blanks.
Wow.
Wow.
Sometimes
That's
when he
a
opens
horrible
when he
thought.
opens his mouth he'll launch out those things that you can
Mhm.
shoot to get more power ups. Maybe you're hitting those or something. Because it shouldn't have taken you that long.
His tail will block shots too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. So
'Cause he
I
likes
mean,
to
if that
stay
tail
air-
was spitting, and you were catching his tail instead of him.
Yeah, he likes to stay in the air a lot. So sometimes when he
Uh-huh.
does that, it's hard to see if you're hitting him or not. But I'm just like, no, I'm like, I hit him, and he'll, when it shows that you hit him, he'll do that white flash
You know what?
real
I'm
quick.
done. I just got Kraid and Ridley mixed up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me is smart.
SMRT.
Yeah, my playtime came out to 3 hours and 27 minutes.
That's not
Right.
atrocious for a D-Rust run. But, what else did I play? Oh shit, I'm blanking. There was something. Oh, yeah. So, Game of the Year. Game of the Year. Oh my god, Game of the Year. It's $1 on the eShop right now. Everybody needs to go buy it. It is Super Blackjack Battle 2 Turbo The Card Warriors.
I seen that nonsense.
Go get it. It's fantastic. It's super good. It is awesome.
Okay, go ahead and break it down what this game is about.
100%. 100% worth your 99 cents plus tax. So, it is absolutely a blackjack game. It's you and one other dude sitting at the blackjack table playing against the dealer, except the whole game is a full-on parody of Street Fighter. It's Street Fighter in blackjack form. And no, it's not made by Capcom.
Just looking at the box cover or looking at the artwork, even in the wording, you know they're parodying Street Fighter.
Oh
Super
no,
Street Fighter.
it goes deeper than just that, dude. They took this joke to the max. Like, there's character select, and you've got, they're all from different countries.
Uh-huh.
And when you start the game with your character, you see the plane fly on the map to another country where another character is, just like in Street Fighter 2. And if you lose, you get the continue screen with the countdown from 9 with the big light, like the big stadium lights thing and everything. The anime, it's so good. It's $1. Go buy it. Best dollar game ever.
And I'm assuming every round you win, that the opponent loses energy.
Oh no, it's 10 games of blackjack, and whoever has the highest total, the highest winnings at the end of those 10 games of blackjack wins that fight.
And no one in the chair does the they lose, right?
No, no, there is some banter back and forth in between, like when you beat a character.
Yeah.
There is like the banter screen. So that's totally there. There's actually some like decent pixel art animation in it for a game that's about sitting at a card table. I'm kind of impressed, truth be told. No, I would have paid $5 for this and not been mad. But it's only $1 right now. $1. Go get it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like this game is legit the bee's knees.
I just seen. I guess it must have just went on sale. So I remember seeing it in the great deal section, but I didn't see it at that price. I'm like, I seen the thing. I'm like, what is the world? I'm like, oh, this is a Street Fighter ripoff. I'm not about to mess with this.
No, you need to go mess with it right the hell now, dude. I'm so serious. Go play this game. It's so perfect. It just is. And then I also played I Am Ball, which I Am Ball kind of reminds me of a store brand kind of generic lo-fi version, like less polished version of what the fuck was that game? Was it Midnight? It was some like ball game on the 3DS, but I liked the 3DS ball game better. This one, you play as like a rubber bouncy ball that can't stop bouncing, and it's a platformer. It's not awful. It's not amazing, but it's not awful, and it's definitely a little unforgiving. So I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. I think we talked about this a little bit. I did play a little bit, maybe like about an hour of The Complex, which is actually really, really good. My only complaint is that it's too flawless in its interface.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
We were talking about this last time.
Yeah. You get too engrossed in what's going on.
You don't realize you have to
interface
make a choice.
Yeah, the interface isn't loud enough or like abrupt enough to draw your attention away from the fact that you're engrossed in the story when a choice pops up and it tells you to do, and then suddenly you've made a choice by not making a choice. Like, I guess we're going with that then. But the acting's really good. I'm actually really enjoying the story. The writing is pretty impressive. The main character, Josh pointed out to me, it's part of why I pulled the trigger on it finally, is played by the actress that plays Katie from Letterkenny. But yeah, it's really, really good.
That was
Really,
the one
really
I was
good.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, super good. Super good.
They have a bundle because they have that game. I think Late Shift.
I would say Late Shift had to be the other one.
Yeah. They had. I'm really waiting for Telling Lies because this is from the director who made Her Story.
Okay.
That's coming to Switch. I think
Really?
this week. Yeah, they just announced it last week, and I'm like, oh my! I'm like, hold on, this was the PC game. Because if Telling Lies come to Switch, I hope Her Story comes, because that's the one that won all those awards at the Game Awards. And I'm like,
I've played a little bit of Her Story actually.
did you like it?
It's interesting, but I think it almost felt a little too micro tedious for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just the clips were so short and abrupt. I didn't like it because I couldn't sit and get engrossed in it the way that I wanted to.
Do you feel like the FMV games of nowadays are better? I know that's been a topic.
Ooh. I don't think they're better or worse, just different. They've evolved.
Yeah, technology has caught up to kind of what they want to do with them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting. They're interesting. That's for sure.
I know a lot of people say I think the production and a lot of the stories are better now with FMV. We know how they all went away.
The production is better for sure.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting actual actors, not just people off the street.
Yeah.
Right.
Because a lot of people just like even Late Shift is a great game.
It
Like,
is.
it's
It's
great.
fun.
Fair. Some of the off the street people can be pretty good because I mean,
It's
if you
true.
look at Hellblade, you know that was just short of off the street.
Yeah.
For Senua.
No, I mean, that's true. I mean, I'm not trying to knock, but it happens more often than not that a person they just pull in and to do a role isn't that great at it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
I'm gonna have to check that game out.
I would give that a solid buy. I also piddled around with To the Moon a little bit. I'm interested, but I'm not in the right headspace, and I will go back to it.
It's something to wait for like later on in the year when you're ready. Understandable.
I think I need to have like a solid weekend of nothing to do
Yeah.
and just get wrapped up in Into the Moon. I could see that happening.
Surprisingly, that game sounds like it's a game for July. In the sense.
I could totally see that being a all night summer night game.
Yeah.
Behind that.
I think because after whatever happens in June for games, whether it's a presentation or new releases, I think July is just July's gonna feel like it's a chill moment, and then whatever starts coming out from August until it's gonna be wrapped up in games, and that we'll get to play and buy. You know, I think July will probably be the break for everybody for this year.
So, so yeah, that's what I've been playing. So I think we've covered all the bases, which means now is a really good time to say break. Welcome back to the third half of the show where we talk about how Eddie hates white people.
Huh? I don't hate white people.
You're the one that said you people.
I love everybody. I did not say you people.
There, you said it again.
When I call them white folks doing stupid stuff, I be like, these white folks doing some ignorant stuff.
Went to that black barbecue in my pick 'em up truck.
God.
Let's get this moving before we get so many comments about where it's popping off.
Are you kidding? We don't get comments about anything. So, anyways, this week we're going to deep dive into an I've got time on my hands appropriate topic this week. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about masturbating until it bleed. Nope, never. That was a different show. Sorry. That was Todd's show last week.
Wait, what?
Remember, kids, lubrication's important.
What did I miss?
Blood, apparently.
Yeah, it chafes. Anyways, it's amazing how blackjack is what reignited my energy in this whole thing this week.
Wow.
God, that game just got me there, like fucking pumped. Anyways, so this week we're talking about backlogs and the pile of shame. Shame. So, we're going to go around the table. I want your top 3 most shameful games in your backlog.
Oh, shit.
And I want the what it's going to take for you to finally play that number 1 pile of shame game that you just haven't done yet.
Shame as in you're ashamed to buy it because you loved it. But
I don't care. You know what? Personal interpretation. Either you're ashamed that you haven't played it, or you are fucking ashamed that you bought it and own it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
with either.
my collection real quick.
Yeah, let me look at my collection real quick.
Yeah. See,
Eddie.
shit like this is why I want you to start giving me a heads up as to what we're doing.
I did. Eddie,
I literally have close to 300 games across
in your pile of shame.
Oh,
Like of anybody here, you were the one that I expect to not have a pile of shame because you're the one whose games of the week takes like 3 hours every week.
I mean, there are games that I have started but I haven't finished.
Ooh, tits.
So, games that, let's see. So, Nier Automata for PlayStation 4 is one. A game that I beat 1/5 of it, but haven't gone back and finished it. And I know so.
Are you
many
talking
people,
like the multiple playthroughs for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
haven't.
you're not counting it unless you do all the playthroughs?
Yes.
Okay. I would have been more generous. I'd have been like, all right, I beat it once. I at least beat it. Fuck this.
I haven't started Overwatch at all. I installed it on my Xbox One and never started it.
Yeah, but you can't beat Overwatch. You just play it and you either like it or you don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if
It's
that's...
just, in Bloodborne, I've started it but never finished it because
Ooh.
that game is fine, but I think Neo has literally ruined Bloodborne. Just like Neo's such a better game than Bloodborne, in my opinion.
Okay.
So that's PlayStation, because that's the two games for PlayStation and that's Xbox. Axiom Verge is still in my backlog.
Really?
I have it on PlayStation 4. I bought it when it originally came out.
Mhm.
I have the Switch version, but never started it on Switch because I had it on PlayStation 4. I got to a point where I had stopped and started jumping around playing some other stuff on it. But I haven't started Axiom Verge on Switch. I mentioned earlier Breath of the Wild. I haven't beaten. Fire Emblem 3 Warriors. Fire Emblem 3 Warriors.
Three Houses.
3 Houses. Sorry about that. I haven't finished, and I still haven't picked up Hollow Knight. So, but Hollow Knight won't count because I don't own it.
He doesn't own it, so it's a backlog game that he doesn't have in his backlog yet.
How many
Yeah.
copies of Hollow Knight would you like, Eddie? I've bought it like 5 times.
I've got 4 copies over here. I've got 2 copies right now.
So I say I've bought digital.
Hold
and
on,
then
let me
I
get
bought
on Steam and buy it another 3 times.
yeah, I've got it 3 times.
I
too.
will say Dead Cells. I still haven't passed that first part yet. So
Oh, the concierge?
yeah, I haven't played it in a while. But I want to get back into it because
That's a shame. That's a shame. Because
Yeah.
you were when I first started podcasting this podcast, you were playing that damn game.
I
was
know.
playing it.
And we
Yes,
were giving you shit because you couldn't beat the concierge.
I get it's one of those things that I get close to the end of it and
Holy
just
shit. I beat that before Eddie.
which is fine.
And I started a year later.
I'm not fine, but I like
I know.
I said, I jump around. So
Yeah.
pretty much I think for Xbox, I haven't beaten all of the Master Chief Collection because I haven't beaten. I really hate Halo 1, but like the original trilogy of Halo, I haven't beaten yet. So I need to. That might be a little bit of all the shame.
I don't understand how I played played and finished at least 1 through 4 and most of 5, and you have not.
I finished 4 and 5.
I know
It's a
you
great
finished
co-op
5.
game, so we should
Yeah.
get a co-op and play.
Well, like I said, 1 is because I was close to the end on the original Xbox. Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
ending part was just like so I just need to play those 3 and dedicate my full time to that. What's the card game, Larry, that came out free for Xbox?
Oh, Phantom Dust.
Phantom Dust.
Phantom Dust.
Yeah.
I haven't started Phantom Dust yet.
Did you ever play the original? Like when it first
No.
came out?
No.
Oh.
Like, this is
I
I was
knew
like,
about-
this is the original. Oh, okay, I got you.
Right.
Right.
I knew about Phantom Dust on Xbox, but
Dude, that game is so anime. You will love it.
right, and I know you had it, and we
Mhm.
talked about it. The problem with Phantom Dust was when it originally came out, it was very limited in supplies, and I think at that time I didn't have my Xbox yet when it came out.
It was limited because it was an online game.
But they had box copies for it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
Oh, what you
But
mean? It was online. Oh yeah.
They had online games, and they didn't make a lot of those back then. It was weird. I remember there was other games that were limited. It was hard to find.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't have my original copy anymore, and I thought I did. That's disappointing.
I think for Switch, well, I'm gonna stop there because I have a lot. Like Cuphead, I haven't finished.
Yeah, we were doing pick 3 and go in on
not
Sorry.
6 per system.
I'm sorry. I was
Eddie.
That's okay. He fills in where everyone else falls.
You know
short.
what? Look, I was trying to jump. I was trying to do one game per system, and I kind of overdid it. So, but yeah, those are just some of them.
Josh, talk to me. The pile of shame. What 3 sit at the top?
Okay, I'll jump around systems. So I'm gonna lump all of these together because it's a series of games, but all the Yakuza games for my PlayStation 4. I have every one, and I have never played one of them. So that is the absolute pile of shame. The reason I have them is because a friend of mine loves the games, and whenever they localize them, he buys extra copies, and I get them in my mailbox. They just show up from Amazon one day, and it's a copy, and I just take it out. I don't even open it. I just stick it on the shelf. And it just sits there. And he asks me every now and then, "Are you playing Yakuza yet?" I'm like, "No, not yet." He's like, "Well, you're going to get another copy of something in soon, so you better start playing this one." And I think
6. Yeah, I think 6 and 4 is the only one I'm missing on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I think so. I can look right now and actually tell you, but 3 maybe.
Okay.
But anyway, so that one, I'm just lumping all that together. On my Switch, Zelda Link's Awakening, I have not played that, the remake.
Okay.
And I really want to. I just, for some reason, just can't bring myself to do it. I don't know why.
I'm curious. Like, are you afraid that it's not going to hold up to your expectation, or can you just not get in the headspace?
It's just that every time I think I'm going to play it, something else just, like, this was the thing with Control. Like, I wanted to, Control was kind of like, every now and then I get the itch to play something, and if I don't play it right then,
the moment's gone.
The moment's gone. I gotta wait until I get that itch to play again. So it's not like I think it's not gonna live up. I think it's just gonna. Honestly, I feel like it's just gonna be like a 3DS game that they ported over to Switch. So, I mean, you know. So I'm like, okay. So that one, and I'm gonna go with God of War for my PlayStation 4.
You haven't finished that?
I haven't even started it.
I haven't started it either.
You don't even own the system. Sit down somewhere.
And I've got the collector's edition. That's the number one pile of shame.
With statue?
Oh, with everything, yeah. The big box.
Yeah,
I got it on clearance at. It was actually on clearance at GameStop, and it was all the way down to like $39.99.
You son of a bitch!
It said 70. It said $79.99 on it, and I said, "Hey, I'll take that too. I'm feeling lucky." And she got it. She got the ladder out, went and got it, brought it down, scanned it. It was $39.99. I'm like, "I'll take it."
That hurts my heart.
And I haven't played it yet.
I think you should, just run through. It might take you like a week to get through it, but I think it's a great game.
I know it's a great game, and that was when I started Control. I was really flopping between that and to be honest with you, what really pulls me away from some of the PlayStation games is I just don't want to like think of the controller again, because if I'm really into my Xbox at the time, just switch over to the PlayStation. Like, what I'll do now is I'll probably play like Final Fantasy VII, and I'll get used to the controller again. Then I'll be like, just run through a bunch of PlayStation games.
Oh, I get used to. It's easy for me to jump.
Because for me, what's the hardest part for me is when they have like quick time events or something, and you got to press the break button. I'm always looking down at the damn controller because it's different from. I'm so used to my Xbox controller because I play Xbox all the time. So I'm like, okay, so, but yeah, those are my top 3.
Okay. And Michael, what's What are the top 3 on your pile of shame, and what's it going to take to get you to finally play the #1 top pile of shame game?
Honestly, the biggest one is probably Bayonetta 2. I bought it for the Wii U a while back. Hunted down the copy that had, it comes with the disc of the first one.
Uh-huh.
Haven't even opened it.
Ooh.
And what it's going to
Happens.
take to get me to play it is I'm probably going to end up having to buy it on the Switch.
I thought you bought it on Switch.
Nope, I bought it on the Wii U.
Just to read you.
Yep. And then A Link Between Worlds I haven't started yet.
Oh, I got it.
Ooh, yeah, you need to start that. That was Link Between Worlds is super
Oh.
good.
You know, that
It
was a
really
game
was.
that I just was surprised. I was so surprised with when I picked that up because I just picked up a 3DS. I think it was like a year ago.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think Link Between Worlds is one or the second 3DS game that took Game of the Year when it came out.
It's a fantastic game.
It really was.
I wish that you could play that on a big screen, but it's like so engrossing on the 3DS. And I'm not a handheld player, and I was taken aback by it.
That's actually one of the big reasons I haven't touched it yet, is because it's on the 3DS. Like, I literally bought the 3DS for Metroid Samus Returns.
That's what I did too.
And I pretty much haven't touched it since. I think I fiddled around, like, my ex-girlfriend played some of the Professor Layton games, and that's really about it.
Okay.
But my last one is it's a shame because this goes back to I bought this game during the PlayStation 2 era, and I've never played it. Odin Sphere.
Ooh.
I have had it since PlayStation 2, predating PS3, and I've never fucking played it. It's still on my shelf. Hell, I think I bought the updated PS4 or 3 version of it too.
I just bought that also with Danganronpa 2 also.
It's only like
It was-
what, $25 or something like that, right?
It was-
Something
it was-
like that.
I think right now on PlayStation 4, I think it's like only $10.
Yeah. I really wish they
just
would release Muramasa for some of the newer gen stuff. I
But
just like
here's
to
the
play
question: which one are you
That
gonna
needs
play?
to be on Switch.
Here's the thing: are they the same game?
Then Vanillaware, no, they're different. They're in the same art style, but they're different games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
the
but-
art style is there. You can tell it's the same studio, but it,
No. I'm talking the two different versions of Odin Sphere.
oh,
Is the PlayStation 4 version the same thing as the PS2 version?
That's
It
a good
is.
question.
It is, but it's been up-res and it has all the DLC, like the extra stuff. So
Okay.
they add. It's like the definitive
Yeah.
version of it.
Okay.
Yep,
I don't
that's
fucking
exactly
know
what it is.
which version of 4.
It's the same exact game. It's just been
Okay, because I could never find that out definitively because there is an extra title to it, so I wasn't sure if it was a different game or not, like a
all
sequel.
all on Wikipedia.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah, like as I said, I've had that game for so fucking long, and I've just never touched it. I mean, I'm sure I've got a lot of other stuff, but I can't think of anything right now. Bunch of downloaded titles on both fucking
yeah.
systems.
oh god, that's
Damn.
the truth.
yeah, everybody's got that. That's not even. You don't count those.
Hellblade.
Hellblade, I haven't finished,
Yeah.
but I own that on 2 systems. So.
Generally speaking, I'm pretty good about, like, if I start a game, I will play it till I'm done. I have Bastion and Transistor that I haven't started. I've got Bastion downloaded on multiple different systems even. Never fucking started. Costume Quest.
I started on PS3, but haven't started on Switch and PS4. So I brought it there for Bastion. Now, did you guys delete your, even though you still like have it on your system or whatever, did you delete it after you beat the game? Because I
Nope.
started to do that now.
I only do that when I'm starting to run out of space, and I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah, when I was off for the last 5 weeks, a reckoning came to my external hard drive, and some did not survive. I was like, I went through them, and I was like, I don't even know why I downloaded this.
Uh-huh.
Gone. gone. I think I freed up like 130 gigs, like pretty easily.
Whew.
Undertale is another one.
Mm.
I've had Undertale on 2 different systems. Haven't touched it yet. Unfinished Swan. The Bridge.
Bridge is
Well, the
good.
Bridge is a good game.
I keep hearing.
It's short.
That's why I downloaded it.
It's short too, so
Yeah.
That's a solid like.
Is another one.
Unfinished
Ooh,
Swan is
yeah.
a really good game, though.
I need to work on that.
You'd like that, I think. It's a good palate cleanser.
Right. Yeah, I've got so many fucking games like that I bought and haven't even started. Meanwhile, I've gone through all the Darksiders games 4 or 5 fucking times.
Yeah, you're
Right.
like Larry plays Metroid like every day, but can't finish Ori. You know.
I need to go through Hollow Knight again too. Give me an excuse to play it on the Switch.
got-
Right.
Larry, how far did you get in Hollow Knight? You had over 100%.
No, God no.
I drew the line at the boss challenges. Like, 'cause some of those bosses were such pains in the asses. I was like, nope, I'm done. I made it through the White Palace, and then when I saw that you get through all that shit to get to the, like, hey, challenge all the bosses in super hard. Fuck you, I'm done.
I have a buddy who I bought that game for when he bought his Switch.
Yeah.
It's the only game he owns for his Switch besides the one that came with his Switch.
Mm-hmm.
He's put like 104 hours into Hollow Knight. Is that like 106%, 107%
Ooh.
completed? So he goes, how do I get the other 4 or 5%? I go, I don't know. I'm like,
Right.
I didn't get that far.
Like, go play Godmaster. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Because fuck the White Palace.
Yeah, that White Palace alone was I was on that for like fucking 2 days, and I made it through it, but I was like, nope, never again.
Mhm.
Control.
Oh god, I remember laying in bed playing that, literally just screaming and cursing at the asshole that fucking designed that.
Yeah.
Like, I will find you. I will fucking piss in your shoes. I will kill your cat.
Flaming dog poo on your doorstep, whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's happening.
That's right. I'm gonna put a stop on all your fucking mail. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna subscribe you to Columbia House CD Record Club.
And
under,
they don't
like,
even have
13
that no
different
more.
Pseudonames.
Right.
Enjoy your 130 CDs for $1.30.
You're gonna send a bunch of pornography to his work.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Make him sign for it.
Hey,
Right.
hey,
And they're
Josh-
all ordered COD, cash on delivery. So when they turn up, he's got to pay.
gross.
Did you ever see those? Like those you can get and you make people like sign for them, like signature confirmation and stuff like that in the box.
In the Transformers community, there's an on-running joke of drawing dicks or random shit all over the boxes you ship people.
Nice.
I approve of this entirely, actually. Why is this not more common practice?
Hey, do you have the deluxe version of Control or the regular?
Okay, so on Xbox, I got with the steel cover, so it's the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
But you don't get there's no season pass, so you don't get to see the DLC with it.
Yeah.
Ugh,
So that's if I would have known that, I would have got it for my PlayStation.
right.
Because with the same exact one, you get the steelbook with the DLC.
For the PlayStation.
Yeah. But on the
Because-
Xbox, they don't have a season pass for it.
That's stupid. Because I'm looking at Best Buy right now, and the deluxe version of it is $70, and I'm wondering if that's worth it.
Is it you're looking for PlayStation, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
PlayStation version.
As far as I know, I don't know if it's I got mine on sale because it was like right when it came out and before all the Game of Year talk happened,
Mhm.
And so I bought it, and I got it was way cheaper than $70. But and I got it from Best Buy. But after like IGN gave it their Game of the Year, and a bunch of other people gave it Game of the Year. They ratcheted it back up. But the deluxe edition does come with the DLC season pass, which you can actually play already. The first expansion's out on PlayStation.
That's not bad.
No, it's a great game though. Really good.
So my pile of shame. Well, let me tell you here. One, I've got a lot of games that I've pushed right up to the end of and just not finished that last boss. I don't count them.
Why?
Oh. I think part of it is once I do, then I don't have it to look forward to finishing.
Is it more?
I don't know.
Is it mostly on your Xbox or?
No, it's not any one system in particular. It's a thing. Like I get really engrossed in the progression of the story, and I'm like, I know if I finish this boss, it's just done. I don't know what it is, but it stops me. It makes me sad. But anyways, so pile of shame. Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler was like one of the first RPGs that I've been excited about in like 20 fucking years.
Wow.
I sprung for it. Pretty ass big boxes up there. I've touched it maybe twice.
Oh no!
I feel horrible.
You know what should have been?
I was jazzed about that.
Octodad should have been a playable character in it, just as a joke.
I'd have been okay with that.
Uh-huh.
God, that game's fucking weird. It's not like it's not quite like Squidbillies weird, but it's definitely fucking weird.
They should have done a spin-off.
Oh God. The Octodad Squidbillies crossover DLC expansion packs.
Where they look at him and they are not aware that he's an octopus in a dad costume.
That'd be kind of amazing.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna own up to as well. I have not finished. I've actually not even started. No, yes I did. I had to think about that. I haven't finished SteamWorld Heist. And I love the SteamWorld games. I do. They're all so good. And Heist should be right up my alley. Because I love the old school 2D Worms games.
Mm-hmm.
And SteamWorld Heist is a lot of that, honestly. But for some reason, Heist, I struggled. Heist didn't quite click with me. I played a little bit and I just put it down and I just never went back. And then 2 came out and 2 was awesome. And, you know, I've got Quest to start and play at some point too, but honestly, the number one game in my pile of shame right now is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I started it. I've been looking forward to this for 2.5 fucking years. You know, this show has ties to the development team for that game.
Yes.
I am so fucking and things happened right when it came out. Like I got to get about 5 to 7 hours in. I was having a lot of fun. And then my whole life just kind of went tits up, and the universe just kept, you know, kicking me in the fucking kidneys. And, you know, so I finally started getting to play it a little bit again this past weekend, which is great. But, and I realized too, I think one of the other things that kept me away from it, or kept me from rushing back to it, is as fast as I should have, was the hardcore slowdown issues, the frame rate issues, the first, few sit-down sessions I had with it were so brutal that I'm like, yeah, but do I want to again? Because it really pissed me off and took me way out of the experience.
I wonder if they've fixed any of that, because I know there's been an update.
There's definitely less of it. From
I had
the
a
last
few.
time I played.
Yeah, I just had a few slowdowns last night, but I have never experienced like that single frame rate drops and stuff like that. I've not experienced that.
Yeah, no, I had some brutal ones, and if anybody doubts me, they are all recorded on camera on our YouTube channel. You can see it for your goddamn self.
And it's not your internet buffering. It is that slow.
Yeah, remember, this game literally frame rate dropped so hard it just kicked me out of the game.
It crashed it?
Yeah. I was playing and I went to go to the map and it chugged and I'm like, okay, we're going to do this thing where I'm going to have to wait 5 seconds for the map to load.
I have noticed
and then
that.
It didn't. And then it didn't some more. And then suddenly I was on my Xbox dashboard and I'm like, the fuck just happened?
What the heck?
It did that to me once or twice too, actually.
I've noticed, the one thing I have noticed is when you do press for the map and then the shards and everything, sometimes you press it and everything goes black, and like last night I was like, I honestly thought that like my Xbox just stopped working.
Right.
And I had to hit the home button and then the menu popped up on the side, but I was still in a black screen for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, well, all right.
Right. It's like, man, smooth that shit out. Come on. But that's the big one. And I will say, like I said, it's gotten the slowdown, the chug has gotten better. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better. Though I will say after last weekend and the bubble puzzle shit, I keep looking at it going, oh no. Because man, the bubble puzzles in the Luma pool just pissed me off.
You might just not be in the right headspace for it.
It's very possible. It's very possible.
Like the simple fact that, like as I said, when you booted it back up, it took us a while for you to start to remember, how things work, how things function, and
Well, I'd been away from it for like a month.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And if you take a month break on some games, that's like
you might as well start over.
Might as well start over sometimes.
No, we're pushing forward. We're making this happen.
Oh, hey, so I got a correction, Michael, on if you get the physical deluxe edition for Control, they're both the same. If you buy it digitally on the PS4, you get the DLC.
Fucking lame.
But it's $80 for digital, which is like, forget that crap.
Yeah.
Well, like, because the deluxe version physical is $70.
Yeah.
So.
But you get a nice steelbook.
Yeah, and I'm a sucker for steelbooks. So.
Get some trading cards in there.
Just say, guess what I'm buying right now. And to go with
and
my brand new 4K
guess what? He's not
TV.
going to play for at least 3 years.
You shut your whore mouth, Shannon.
You'll have a PS5.
Right.
PS5 going, I guess I ever put this in there.
Michael will finally
Actually,
get around to
what
playing
the
it when
fuck
he's
is
bought it
this?
for the third time as a PS6 like remaster deluxe super edition.
Wow.
For $1.
No, because I only rebuy games. I generally only rebuy games if it's a game I love. Like Devil May Cry, it's not a real Devil May Cry game unless they make me buy it at least twice. Darksiders, same way. I think I've bought each of the Darksiders games with the exception of the newest one. No, I bought that one twice too.
Switch and PC, right?
No, I don't play PC gaming actually. I bought it for the PlayStation 4 because I bought the Ultra Deluxe statue version.
Yeah.
And because there was a delay in the shipping, I got pissed off waiting for it because, I'm me. And I was like, I went and bought the Switch version of it just so I could play the damn game.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, that's I think that's a good place to call it for this week. Yeah, I'm good with that. Anybody else want to throw anything in before I shut this bitch down?
No.
Correct answer is no.
No.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Well, in that case, thank you to everybody for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you to Eddie for actually, turning up for a change.
It sounds shitty when you say it like that.
No wonder why he never shows up.
Told you he'll open his microphone podcast legs for everybody but us these days.
What you talking about? I got it. Yeah, never mind. I'm a busy person. I can't help it.
I know where your priorities are. I get it. So, thank you to Michael and thank you to Josh for coming and hanging out. Thank you to all of you that tuned in and put up with our bullshit for the last probably hour and a half by the time I cut this down, give or take. Maybe close to an hour if I'm lucky. Yeah, no, probably not.
We let it ramble too much.
We do.
Well,
we get worse about
Eddie
this.
Eddie is currently playing every game under the sun.
That's because Eddie takes. We just should have another episode just for Eddie, and then we can just.
We'll just do a separate podcast called "What Eddie's Playing."
Yeah, that's it.
Y'all would be like, "Dang, that's about 15 some games." I'm like,
that's why it's a separate podcast.
Uh-huh.
We're just gonna turn it on, hit record, and come back in a few hours.
You mispronounced days.
This is correct. Oh God!
It reminds me, I gotta give my consideration.
So, if you successfully managed to tolerate us this week, you should, make sure that you either subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitch because we have that Blasphemous giveaway thing going on still. That's a thing.
Is there a release date for that yet?
I mean, if we ever get it, you'll get it. Somebody will get it.
That's right. It'll come eventually, unlike Eddie.
I'm a little uncomfortable now.
Yeah, social distancing can take effect here.
Stay at least one black dick's length away.
Wow.
Which is a long way, as I've been told.
That is true, yes. That is true. Very true. I can confirm, cannot deny, cannot plead the fifth. That is true.
Oh. Yeah, if you're doing the audio version of the show, make sure you drop us into your RSS feed or your favorite podcatcher, whatever you use. Other than that, I'm going to shut this bitch down because it's late. I'm tired. I got shit to do. So, everybody say goodnight, Gracie.
Bye, everybody. And we'll see you next time on World 1-1 Podcast. Bye.
Peace.